Good morning, students. Today we are going to begin with the next topic, that is storage unit and memory unit. Now students, let us discuss about the memory in detail. So internal memory or primary storage. So every computer has a certain amount of memory which is usually referred as a main memory. Means whatever memory the computer is having, that we call it as the main memory. This is also called internal memory, or it is also known as प्राइमरी मेमोरी. सो प्राइमरी मेमोरी इज़ व्हाट एक्चुअली ये एक प्लेस है जहाँ पे जितने भी प्रोग्राम्स और डेटा है उसको हम स्टोर करते हैं टेम्पररी. ठीक है, एज लॉन्ग एज दे आर बीइंग एग्जीक्यूटेड. सो इट इज़ very fast and expensive but has limited storage capacity. So internal memory जो है, it is of two types. This is very common to all of you. You all are very familiar, RAM and ROM. Now let us once again just revise what is RAM. RAM is actually random access memory. It is a type of कंप्यूटर इंटरनल मेमोरी. रैम क्या होता है? कंप्यूटर की इंटरनल मेमोरी को बोलते हैं. दैट कैन बी एक्सेस्ड रैंडमली. सो वॉट एवर इन्फॉर्मेशन वी एंटर इन टू द कंप्यूटर, जो भी डेटा या वॉट एवर इन्फॉर्मेशन यू आर एंटरिंग, इट विल गो इन टू द रैम एंड रिमेन देयर एज लॉन्ग एज वी आर वर्किंग ऑन एन एप्लीकेशन. It is a volatile memory as data and instructions are stored temporarily during its processing only and lost forever when the computer is switched off. Means when you switch off it is lost when the computer is switched off. Example, a blackboard is like a RAM. Teacher is teaching in the classroom, no? So teacher will write anything on the blackboard. So it is like a RAM that is constantly overwritten with the new data. टीचर एक बार कोई क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करती है ब्लैक बोर्ड पे, फिर उसको रब करती है और उसके बाद फिर से टीचर सॉल्व्स अनदर क्वेश्चन. सो दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ओवर रिटन विद द न्यू डेटा. द कॉमनली यूज्ड कैलकुलेटर इज अनदर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ रैम. वी यूज कैलकुलेटर, नो? सो दैट इज ऑल्सो अनदर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ रैम. नाउ सी टाइप्स ऑफ रैम. DRAM means dynamic random access memory. It stores the data temporarily as the data is lost when the power supply is suspended. Means you are working on a computer and if the power supply is suspended, then you will lose the data. It needs to be refreshed periodically in order to retain the data. Another is static random access memory. First is DRAM and then another is SRAM. SRAM stands for static random access memory. It is faster and more expensive than DRAM. It does not need to be refreshed like DRAM to retain the information. It loses data when the power is turned off. Now, SDRAM. SDRAM is what? Synchronous Dynamic Random Access Memory. So these are, students, the types of RAM that we are studying it. So what is this? It uses a synchronous interface to transmit large amount of data at a high speed. This improves the efficiency of a computer and the data is delivered in a very short duration. Last is DDR, that is double data rate memory. It is majorly used in Intel Pentium 4 systems. Intel Pentium 4 systems you must be knowing, no? This is the computer configuration. So it is majorly used in Intel Pentium 4. It requires less power and has a speed which is double than that of an SDRAM. Now ROM. First we were studying about internal memory. In internal memory we have two. Internal memory is of two types, all of you know. First is RAM. RAM के कितने types हैं? DRAM, SRAM, SDRAM and DDR. Now we will see another internal memory, that is ROM. ROM stands for read only memory. It is a type of memory from which information can only be read. Means here you can only read the information. That's why its name is what? Read only memory. Whereas in RAM, information can be read as well as also written too. It is a non-volatile memory as it stores the information permanently. Data stored in ROM can neither be modified nor removed. The primary use of ROM is during the booking process. This is the initial program used to start a computer when the power is turned off. Example, an audio video disc resembles a ROM. Once the songs are burned on a CD, the disc contents cannot be changed. So if you burn a CD, but you cannot change the contents of the CD. Now let us see, students, types of ROM. There are several ROM variants that can be changed under certain circumstances. Following are the different types of ROM. First is PROM. PROM stands for Programmable Read-Only Memory. These things you have not studied in the earlier classes. These are new to you. So the content stored in PROM can be programmed using a special device which is known as PROM programmer. It can be programmed only once, that is at the time of manufacturing, and cannot be modified later. PROM provides a faster and less expensive approach for storing. Next type of ROM is EPROM, Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. By the name itself you can understand it can be what? Erased, and it can be reprogrammed repeatedly with the help of a specialized software. The content stored on the chip can be erased by exposing it to ultraviolet rays. Then EEPROM, Electronically Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. The contents on the chip can be erased and reprogrammed in blocks instead of 1 byte at a time. It also has the provision of selective removal. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Means we can erase the particular data byte by byte instead of erasing it completely. ना कि पूरा data erase करना है. Next is flash memory. It is a special type of EEPROM which maintains the stored information even without a power source. The contents can be erased and reprogrammed into big sections, making it faster than the regular EEPROM. Flash memory, being durable, is majorly used in memory cards, mobile phones and MP3 players, etc. Next is cache memory. कैशे प्रोनाउंस्ड इट एज कैश. इट इज, इसको हम लोग कैसे प्रोनाउंस करते हैं? कैश मेमोरी, न कि कैशे मेमोरी. इट इज प्रोनाउंस्ड एज व्हाट? कैश. So cache memory is a special high speed memory which can either be inserted on a motherboard or made a part of the CPU. So cache memory क्या है? एक स्पेशल टाइप की मेमोरी होती है जिसको either we can insert on a motherboard, या तो हम उसको मदरबोर्ड में इंसर्ट करते हैं, या फिर इट कैन बी मेड अ पार्ट ऑफ द CPU. The CPU uses cache memory to store instructions that are repeatedly required to run the programs, thus improving the overall system speed. Cache is much more expensive than RAM, but it is well worth getting a CPU and motherboard with inbuilt cache memory in order to maximize the system performance. Next is external memory और secondary storage. Now storage unit में हमने दो parts पढ़े हैं. First part was what? Internal memory और primary storage. In internal memory we studied RAM and ROM. RAM we studied types of RAM, and in ROM also we studied types of ROM. Now come to the another part, that is external memory, or it is also known as secondary storage. External memory is also known as auxiliary memory or secondary storage. Unlike since the main memory, it is provides permanent storage of data in huge amount. Whenever it is required, the data for processing gets transferred from the second memory to the primary memory. Therefore, data has to be stored separately in a secondary storage device. जो secondary storage में जो device है तो उसका data हमें क्या करना है? We have to store it separately to make it permanent and accessible for longer duration of time. The speed of retrieval of data from external memory is much slower than that of the internal memory. Some commonly used external storage devices are hard disk, CD or DVD and pen drive, etc. But इसमें से nowadays we are most familiar with only with pen drives and hard disk too. Also you can store the data for if the data is in large amount. Last part of the chapter is what? Units of memory. A computer stores and processes data or information in the form of binary numbers. You all know this. The smallest unit of a memory is bit. जो सबसे यूनिट छोटा यूनिट होता है ना मेमोरी का, that is known as bit. Means binary digit that can hold a single state, either 0 or 1. This you have studied in class 7th, children, in number system. Some of the units of the memory are nibble, byte, kilobyte and megabyte. ठीक है? निबल में क्या और मेगाबाइट के बाद क्या है? गीगाबाइट, टेराबाइट एंड पेटाबाइट. नाउ सी, इन निबल देयर इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ 4 बिट्स. बाइट में क्या है? 8 बिट्स होते हैं. किलोबाइट में 1 किलोबाइट इज इक्वल टू 1024 बाइट्स. मेगाबाइट में क्या है? 1 मेगाबाइट इज इक्वल टू 1024 किलोबाइट्स. गीगाबाइट में 1 गीगाबाइट इज इक्वल टू 1024 मेगाबाइट्स. टेराबाइट 1 टेराबाइट इज इक्वल टू 1024 gigabytes. Petabyte 1 petabyte is equal to 1024 terabytes. See, you have got a question also over here. 1 terabyte is equal to how much? 1024 gigabyte. So the answer is B1. मैंने साथ साथ तुम्हें MCQ का एक सेकेंड आंसर भी बता दिया है. A CPU does not consist of ALU, HDD, CU and MU. So the correct answer is HDD because the CPU consists of all these things. Which of these is not a peripheral device? Now you find out all these answers, multiple choice questions and true false. Please search these answers and send me on my WhatsApp. Till then, thank you for watching and take care of yourself.